Hola, welcome. We just moved in and I got a few new plants. And this lovely lady I got for $5. For $5? No, sorry. I got this one for 10. And it says Philodendron Prince of Orange. Woot, woot, woot. $15. You hear my baby in the background, probably. Might even be able to hear some relaxing music that I have currently playing. I will link the video to that. Yeah, I've been wanting to do something with this poor thing for like ever since I got it, because I brought it home and I looked it up and I made sure that it was indeed Prince of Orange and not something else. And just didn't have time, and I kind of buried my my orchid bark in my sphagnum moss, so I didn't want to repot it until I found those. Found them. Now I'm ready to deal with this. This poor thing, when I got him, I guess it's a him because it's a prince. I don't know. When I got him, he was so dry, the root plug was like popped right out of the soil. And the quote-unquote cover pot that it was in was entirely not a cover pot. It has drainage holes, so I have since potted up my my lovely Hoya carnosa cuttings, or some of them anyway. Potted that up in there. It's beautiful. You'll see that some other time. But this poor thing, I just pulled this out, and I'm very, very, very new to this YouTube thing, and so I have a tendency to just simply not start filming anything, because I rarely take selfies even, so this is like... Anyway, so I started doing this, and all of a sudden I realized, hey, maybe you'd like to share in my wonderful experience, especially when I pulled it out. This is only half of the root plug. I pulled it out and discovered not only does he smell like root rot, but there were... This was the extent of the root system outside the root plug in that 4-inch pot. So this is the rest of the, or most of the rest of it. Anyway, I'm gonna get rid of that. Where's my garbage can? Oh, I gotta finish this and then I'll get rid of it. And Mr. Sir dropped a leaf there. I don't know, I may lose another couple leaves. When I saw it listed on Facebook Marketplace, I was like, if that's what I think it is, I don't think she knows what she has. And pulling this apart and seeing that, yeah, actually did have a label that said, I don't know, maybe she knew what she had but didn't really know what she had. Anyway, and considering the smell of root rot, I did soak this bad boy, this sad boy. I did soak it as soon as I got home because it was bone dry. Anyway, if she actually knew what she had, she didn't know how to take care of it. I probably don't know how to take care of it, but I'm gonna learn. We're gonna find out. I am currently playing with a mix of garden soil, or sorry, not garden soil, potting soil, Pro Mix all-purpose potting soil. My hubby gave me a giant bag of it when we first got together, and I've been slowly using it. It is my primary soil at the moment. Anyway, so a mix of potting soil and sphagnum moss that I got for my orchids that I lost a long time ago in a previous move, and orchid bark, which again I got for my orchids that I lost in a previous move. Excuse me one second while I rinse these roots. See what we're working with. Another reason I don't have a habit of just simply turning the camera on when I do things is because I've never really had a thing to, you know, prop up my camera, my phone, because that's my camera mostly. I say mostly because I do actually have a Fujima Fujima camera. It's quite old, but it doesn't take very nice video. The lens refocuses every few seconds, and you can hear it in the video, so it's just terrible. So I don't use it for video. I don't know how to fix that. Anyway, I was oohing and awing. I don't know how well you can see this. Get the tray out of the... I don't use this phone for taking pictures because it's just not fantastic for taking pictures. Anyway, oh, I need to, no, I'm not going to reuse that. I'm going to dump that whole thing. I have, my hubby bought me brand new 4-inch pots. Hold on, one second. Oh, isn't that lovely? It looks like wood. It definitely does not look like wood, but it looks enough like wood. Have a bite of my noodles. Yum, 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 yum. My baby went all quiet. Sister-in-law got me that mug. So cute. I definitely do not have enough soil in here. Alright. Doing this on my kitchen counter, which is somewhat small, but actually I still have a lot more space than I did a month and a half ago now. So I'm very happy. You know, I don't need a huge kitchen. It just needs to serve my purposes and you know, be big enough for me to work in. So my hubby got these whole stack of these beautiful, lovely I know, I like the little pattern on it, but I don't like the color. That's okay. They were never intended for permanent purposes anyway. My hubby picked those up at Dollarama for me. I think it was Dollarama. Might have been Dollar Tree. It was one of each, real close to where we live now, but I think it was Dollarama. Anyway, picked those up for me. But this lovely bulb trowel I got at Walmart many, many years ago. It serves me well. Not for bulbs. Although I do have some bulbs in the backyard of my mom's place. And I have no idea how any of this audio is going to turn out. I saw this awesome wireless mic in Walmart the other day, and I told my hubby that's on my wish list. Last time I went looking for a wireless mic, the associates in, I don't know if that's what they call themselves, but I worked at Walmart, so everybody's an associate to me. The associates in the Source, I walked in. They obviously were also taught to utilize what's called aggressive hospitality, and that is as nauseating as it sounds. So I walked in the door. I literally didn't get past their shop's welcome mat, and all three of them stood up straight from the counter where they were playing on their phones and asked me what I was looking for. They were very, very polite. Absolutely polite. Just that, like, I've almost never gotten better service, except for the aggressive part. Anyway, told them what I was looking for. They said they didn't have it. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I walked out. Literally, they lost sales. Or a sale, I guess. I don't know, maybe I would have bought more than one thing. Because they didn't allow me to browse before asking if I needed help finding anything. Straight up, the instant I walked in the door, they asked me what I was looking for, what they could help me find. I told them they didn't have it. I left. So for all you store owners, let your customers browse. Like, don't teach, dusty. Don't teach your employees to use aggressive hospitality. Maybe semi-aggressive, because like some people do want you to come up and ask if they're needing help. Some people don't like to be left to browse. They want you to initiate the, hi, what can I help you with? But there are a lot more people who want you to leave them alone so they can shop and either watch for their tells that they need help, or and then, you know, ask if they need help with anything, or if there's something that they're not finding that they're looking for, you know, or to just simply wait until they ask, until they ask you for help. I worked with the customers at Walmart. Like, I know. Okay. And as a customer myself, I hate when someone just automatically, like, I'm browsing. Like, I'm so obviously browsing. And I just got there. Especially when I just got there. I hate when the associates come up and ask me what I need help with. Like, I didn't ask for help. I didn't say I needed help. I didn't even indicate that I needed help. I'm just browsing. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I would much prefer, as a customer, I prefer to, you know, not be ignored, but like, just wait, right? You know, say hi. How's your day going? Just be friendly, but not overbearing, you know? Anyway, totally off topic. Here I am mixing up soil. Totally off topic. My point was, I went looking for a wireless mic. They didn't have it. They lost sales because I never got past the door. I probably would have bought something else. Just because I love going into electronic stores, but I don't like being harassed as a customer. So, I think, oh, that has a different clearance. Yes, that's probably fine. You can't really see it, but it's, yeah, there's lots of room. It's probably fine. And I guess we'll see. Alright. You know what? I remember hearing some time ago. I remember hearing some time ago that when you're doing a total refresh and your roots are just pitiful, that you should leave them to soak for a few minutes. Like, while you mix up your soil and whatever, leave them to soak in water for a few minutes so that they're pliable, they're better, you know, better able to absorb the moisture from the soil that you put them in. I mean, they're already quite wet. I may have overdone it with the watering the other day when I bought it. No, I don't think so. Oh, you know what? I watered it yesterday. I watered it yesterday. It's no wonder it's still wet. Okay. Anyway, this is still probably too big of a pot for the root size, but this is what it's gonna get anyway, because this is like the smallest pot that I have. That's not this cute little decorative glass pot that I bought for a Hoya. Hi. Super cute. Alright. So, for those of you who don't know why I'm adding orchid bark and sphagnum moss to my soil, orchid bark, like I'm using fine fir bark. I don't know. It's called orchid bark because, oh, I started to say, you can't really see it, but there's this weird little root thing going on here. No, my camera sucks. There's this weird little root thing going on here, and I don't know. It almost strikes me as being a node cut, like a nodal propagation. But I don't know. Anyway, so orchid bark, it's not made of orchids, it's made for orchids, just like, you know, baby oil, it's not made of babies, it's made for babies. Totally different topic. Anyway, so orchid bark helps with aeration and drainage, and that is totally not center. Do I want it to be center? Where's the it's a philodendron. Don't philodendrons have backsides? A couple of roots, oh, but there's a root there. Oh, maybe philodendrons don't have backsides. Anyway, I don't know. It looks like there's another plant coming up there. I don't know. Monsteras have backs. They put their leaves out on the front and they put their aerial roots out on the back, which, you know, my mom's had a, like, not giant, but she's had a Monstera deliciosa for years that she's always called a split leaf philodendron. Well, I find out in my adulthood that it is not a split leaf philodendron. Anyway, she's never put it on a pole. She's never, like, staked it up or anything. It's literally just sitting in the pot, wrapping around itself, and she kind of sort of likes it like that. Anyway, monsteras have backs, and they put their leaves out on their front, and they put their aerial roots out on their back. I don't know if philodendrons have a front and a back, because I don't know. I have this one. I literally just repotted it, and then I have two other philodendrons. I think one of them has a back. I don't know. We'll see. I keep learning more as I go, so we'll see. Anyway, there she is. She's got a potentially new kind of plant coming up there, potentially another new little kind of plant coming up there. It's a he. I don't know why those two aren't orange. I'm gonna have to look that up. When I got it, this leaf was just as bright orange as this one. That almost looks pumpkin orange in the camera. I guess it is kind of pumpkin orange. Anyway, and it has since darkened a little bit. It's only been like, what, a week? 2 weeks? I don't know. All I knew was that I needed to deal with this soon, and I had buried my sphagnum moss and my orchid bark. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so the orchid bark provides aeration and drainage, and the sphagnum moss, helps retain water and moisture. So it also acts as a wick, so like if you have it at the bottom of your pot, which I kind of forgot to do, but I kind of also didn't do it intentionally. Anyway, if you have it at the bottom of your pot, it can help, depending on how fine your fibers are, can help you to not lose soil. through the drainage holes when you water it. But also it can act as a wick, so if you bottom water a lot, but your roots are like way up there, like these poor things, you bottom water, you put the bottom of your pot in your little reservoir there, bottom water from the bottom, it helps to suck the water up from the bottom where the sphagnum moss is initially having contact with the water into your soil. Particularly if you have a layer of sphagnum moss and then you also have sphagnum moss mixed into your soil. Anyway, that is a theory that I'm trying out. I don't know if that's particularly accurate, but it seems to be working. That's my theory, and it seems to be working, and I'm gonna stick with it until I decide I no longer want to do it. Anyway, here's my tiny little repot. I may do another, but it is 4 o'clock. I mean, I guess I have time. I have 1 or 2 other plants that need to be repotted, so I have time. Coffee. But I'm gonna stop this video because it's already almost a half an hour long. I'm not gonna do any editing because, well, I'm doing this all on my phone and my phone sucks. And I want to eat, so I'm going to stop this. If I do another repot, it'll be in a different video that I may or may not upload today. Alright. If you stuck with me for this long, thank you for watching. This is my small home. This small home. And I'm drinking my mom fuel. Bye.